15-10. Rapid game. Plenty of time to think of some moves. I'm going to push through the centre. So we've got the support of the queen from the bishop at the moment. The knight is coming out. Oh, it's not doing it just yet. Alright, so let's just get the knight out then. Bishop's attacking the pawn's got no protection. Shall we just bring this way? But then it does give the one-on-one. Then the knight's coming. Either way, I'm going to have to be blocking this somehow. So I'm just bringing the bishop out. So at least we've got space to castle. Forward planning. Let's put in 2-on-1. And knight on the edge. We can take. This bishop's doing nothing at the minute. So we may as well take this knight off the board. So it's a momentary reprieve from the pressure here. So I think we've got time to castle then. Let's castle. I think they'll want to come back to try and get the formation of the knight attacking this pawn. Hopefully loses them some tempo. Yeah, so the knight's out. We can hit it, but I think I'm going to get my knight out first. We do have the knight protecting at the moment. We are expecting this, as we said, to put more pieces on. And then if we did move, his bishop would be getting the pawn. But he's not doing that, which might be a blessing for us. So we're going to take. You know, he could have taken the knight, but the queen could have taken because we're still supporting here. So he's doing some stealthy business with his bishop. So we're going to hit the bishop. Not sure what they're wanting to do. Oh, he's putting a 2-on-1. Idiot. He's putting a 2-on-1. I should have taken some time before moving the pawn. Ah. I should have taken some time. Knights hunt the bishops. Oh, so we lost the advantage. We had up a pawn, weren't we, I think? Yeah. We were up the pawn there. Oh, I should have taken some time. Didn't need to do it. So what else could I have done then, really? Knight could come here to defend. This knight could have come to defend. But then he could just drop the pawn onto the knight. Well, it don't look like there was much I could have done about it, really, then, does it? We'll check it. If we remember, we'll check it. So it's my go. It's taken. It's on our bishop. Bishop's not doing anything. It's a dark square bishop. Might as well stay there. Put some more pawns up in the center. Right, so what do we want to do? I think we will be hitting the knight to say, well, what are you doing? And then just take here. I need to talk through the calculations beforehand. That was just like a one move calc just there. So that's that. Takes. Bishop's on the pawn. We've got the knight and the pawn defending. Could do a preempt there because that's happening. So we'll do that. Castles now, but he's not sure about this space here. So the queen comes out. This pawn. Oh, it's not. Right, so our queen is looking to do something. He's done that to block the queen from coming here, so he's scared of something. So maybe the queen comes here, but no, because this bishop. I think it's okay coming here, but it's stopping the knight, isn't it? It's okay coming here. Let's go here. Just targeting. Not that we have anything else to support. Knight, jump, jump, jump. But we won't get that off because these pawns will be flying down. Does he castle? I don't think he's castling that side. I think he's getting his queen here. He's castling queen side because his bishop's here. In the Fianchetto safety land. So he's not having much fun with that. Doesn't like that situation. Gonna just bring the queen here. For what reason? Attacking the rook. So the rook's moved out of the way. We have space to put a check on the king, get the queen off the board. And then he takes. Yeah, okay, that might work. Something like that. Conscious, I'm doing my calculation a bit too quick, but it just looks kind of obvious moves where I'm thinking I don't need to over-calculate. I could take a pawn, be it on the bishop. And he takes. Is he going to be doing all this take business? No, because the bishop is under threat. So the bishop can move, and it would be attacking this pawn. Yeah, so I think we'll just go for simple disruption of the king and push past with the pawn. It's not going to stay there too long, is it? Just push past with the pawn. Does open up a lot of space for their dark square bishop, but they were going to take anyway. And so endgame. These tricky little intricate type pawn maneuvers and rook positionings. There's no open file. There's this half open file here. So this could take a while, but they've got a massive power base with their bishop. It's probably going to end up sitting here. Let's hit this pawn. It's got no protection at the minute. What's the power of the knight? Doesn't look like much, really. Boom, 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 boom. It's like hitting it. It takes, rook comes up. It's not much. It's just giving a pawn up though, isn't it? There, but that's better because we're attacking the bishop. Bishop moves yet again, so it's still hitting this pawn. Do we hit it with this pawn? Oh, but then the bishop's got the rook. Bishop comes here and it's attacking the rook. We have to move, attack the pawn, which is there. Then he pushes down because the bishop's protecting. Tricky times. Boom. 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 Knight's there anyway. There's no point doing that, is there? May as well come behind this rook. So it looks like we're giving up. I don't think we need to give a pawn up, but let's just move the knight maybe. Let's move the knight and then sit the knight here. I don't think we need to give the pawn up. It's not too clear. It's almost giving them power with the bishop. It feels like anyway. Well, at least they stayed on during my thinking time, which is good. Because they've been taking a while over there thinking. So fair's fair. So he's coming for this pawn. So he's going to get the knight off the board. The knight's not going to get any play up here. But maybe we don't need to lose too much sleep over that. Do we push this pawn supporting, or do we just move this pawn here to stop this business? It's going onto a dark square though. It's giving them power. Let's push this pawn to try and stop any of this. And they're moving dead quick now, and we need to move our king out of the way. Okay, it's going to be take. Looks like they're potentially doubling the rooks on this side then, to hit our king with the power base of this damn bishop. So it doesn't look like the bishop's taking. So if they get their rooks hitting here, we're going to be all over the shop, aren't we? Take. Rook comes down with the check. Gets doubled up. Oh, and he's hitting the pawn as well. Bad show, bad show. Up or down, up or down. King in the centre is probably going to get smashed up into it. Come in here, I'm unlinking my rooks. I'm messing with the position for my knight as well. Because we could have got a fork, but obviously not yet. Not yet. He's just taking here. Maybe we're hoping he goes for the doubling, and then we can do this. But I think he's just going to take the pawn. So he takes the pawn, so they'll be just still going to attack the bishop anyway. With the knight. And we're just attacking the bishop with the knight. I think he's liking this position. Maybe he's still going to carry on. Maybe no, he can go here, can't he? He didn't. He's going to be attacking the pawn. That was always going to be attacked. What we mentioned earlier in the game. Going to be getting hit. This one's going to be getting hit at some point. We mentioned this, but I just thought to myself, we just can take the bishop off the board, can't we? Is he thinking he's doing this, and then we just come here and then protect the rook? I'm hoping that was a miscalculation, because that was... Alright, so we can move the king, can't we? Or we can just hit there. No, we can't. Just move the king. Oh, and they've resigned. Yeah, so that must have been a little bit of a mistake there, because... No, not that. Let's see how we got on with this one. So we just wanted to get a bit of disruption, and it's got a 2-on-1 here, but we are +1, so we can't be greedy. And we said, oh, there was nothing else that we could do. It's showing -0. So we pushed. What is it saying? C6. It's saying C6, so it's not even trying to attempt to try and support the pawn. you know, with their choice. They've gone for c6. Yeah, so I won't beat myself up too much, but c6 was slightly better. Only very slightly. Okay, so I'm not going to lose any sleep over that. That's fine. There was nothing else we could do. We were already +1 anyway, and it didn't affect us too badly. Alright, so let's crack on and see what other damage we caused ourselves. Oh no, look at this. We're winning -2. Yeah, I bet we're supposed to... What's this? Rook A... E8. X-raying through to the king. Yeah, that looks simple now you see it, doesn't it, really? But decided to go for the rook, thinking maybe they're going to be asleep. You know, humans do fall asleep, you know, in the games. They get tunnel vision and stuff. And so I don't think there was any harm in me attempting that. They brought the rook across, put the check on, decided to take, and it's not happy with any of that. So it's saying take the c2. It is saying go for taking the pawn. Yeah, I'm just a little bit squinchy because I'm obviously thinking the bishop's just coming and attacking, and it's obviously x-raying through to the rook as well, losing tempo and time. Let's just see. So that's saying d4, but I said this. What's wrong with this? Rook f e8. Oh, the magic square, which it likes. Queen c4. Check. That's not a check. Oh, it's theirs. Queen c4. So it gets our queen off the board. But we're still winning. Oh, okay. Right, so we went for simple and we took, and it doesn't like that. And slight advantage for them throughout it. Oh, they're killing it. Yeah, they're killing it. Yeah, from that point. We allowed them the position, didn't we? We explained the position that was going to happen as well, and we allowed them the position. +2. Yeah, they're killing it. But then this happened. Yeah, we said, oh, they're probably going back maybe here or something, or here. We did mention this, but we said no, because obviously it's going to get taken. And that was a fleeting thought, but the knight could take. But yeah, again, he could have gone there because the rook's there. So yeah, not sure what they were thinking with this particular bishop move, but hey, humans play like humans do. So we grab. And at that point then, they resigned. So, good game. I think a lesson learned from that is, you know, don't be too fearful of taking the free pawns with the queens. It's just, sometimes I just think to myself, greedy munching queens, going for pawns, doesn't always improve your position, especially if the opponent's got some types of threats against you. And I wasn't willing to take that chance of the bishop coming and attacking the pawn and losing the rhythm of the game from here. You know, I was, it's just based on my past experience of grabbing pawns and all that type of stuff, and watching other people's games as well, where they're grabbing pawns, but it doesn't really improve their position. It is attacking the bishop. I'm thinking the bishop's coming here. Never mind what the computer's saying about d4. Human probably would have just come and done this, and then I can't defend the pawn. My initial thought process was, it's the pawn, you know. I can't defend the pawn. I'd have to bring the queen back and defend the pawn. Would that help the situation? No, not really. Maybe the rook can then come and attack the queen, and then I'm bouncing around. So if I'm coming down defending the pawn, yeah, then rook c1, yeah, that we just said. Rook c1's attacking, b6. Yeah, so I'm shuffling, protecting the pawn. Doesn't look too good. It's going for the check, is he? Yeah, so I don't really like playing against the computer, but just kind of show what potentially may have happened. Looks more human, I suppose, with queen putting the check on. Okay, what's it saying? Rook f7. Well, I'm blocking with the rook. Yeah, because it's saying if we go here, maybe the bishop's coming here. And if we go here, maybe the bishop's coming back again. But I'm not a fan of blocking with the rook. So in the game, maybe if I go like this, he's going king e2. Alright, okay, so I thought the bishop might have come back as a human. Ooh, we're winning, we're winning. Oh, we get the rook. We get the rook with the queen. So that obviously is not happening, but yeah, potential. So there's something there in being able to take that risk. It's just, I'm not a fan of really keeping the queens on the board. If I have an opportunity to take a queen, I'm taking the queen. And that is part of, if it's to my benefit, that's part of the mantra. If there's too much having to think about exactly what we've just gone through here, and they've still got their queen on the board, it's a strong piece. You can't mess with that strong piece because it goes all over the place, and from an advantageous position of being equal, I would rather, obviously I don't see the gauge bar, but for a position where I'm thinking, well, at least we're looking equal, then it's better than taking the chance of thinking that you're winning, but your position's absolutely garbage. I would rather go for, let's go for the equality aspect first and see how we can balance out. And as it's showing, it is kind of equal, although it's just minus, yeah, minus 0.3, but it's equal enough. So I think I would still stick with taking the queen. Although, you know, they're saying take there, take there. Based on my experience, I would rather just go for the equality aspect first, if anything, in my own brain. Get the queen off the board and see how we fare in the end game. So this is the point now where I'm just wanting to break this bit down for myself, because we attack the pawn, knight jumps up, bishop comes down, we push up, and then they start attacking here. Now it's saying take the pawn. I think we should have gone simplified, because obviously the aspect of the rook coming here, doubling up on this area, is going to be a weakness. So take action on that rather than moving the king. Yeah, simple. Capture. Makes it better for the king. The king is still safe. Bishop's got its diagonal, yes, but the king is still safe. Same rook takes. And then it's got rook f5 coming up. Knight can still move somewhere, can't it? It can still hit the bishop, can't it? Surely. It's just that the bishop can move, so the computer's probably thinking, well, what's the point in doing that? It's a negative thing. Coming here, attacking the pawn twice, but this allows the rook to then double up. I think that's why the rook is coming here. It allows it to double up. This is saying rook h1. Playing against the computer, just want to take it to the level that we're thinking. So it's going knight e6, which is attacking the bishop, because now the rook has moved, so we've got a 2-on-1. Was the rook looking to come across just to put a bit more weight on? So that wouldn't have been too much of a problem. So yeah, definitely key, the fear element, knowing that the situation was going to occur. I took myself off of the x-way of the rook with the king, but need to think more simple and just do simple things like capture the pawns rather than maneuver the king to a danger zone that you already can see happening. Yeah, with the rooks coming down because the bishop's got this here. So why put yourself in that situation? Good game.